friends. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Welcome back to the channel. And thank you for all the comments letting me know that the things that I'm saying are resonating with you. I know some people might be confused. Spirit can give messages to many people at the same time. It's whatever resonates with you. If you feel like that was a message for you, if that hits home for you, that's your message, as well as probably, I don't know, 100 other people that are watching. So you really have to trust your inner guidance and your connection with spirit. God lives in us as us. He's already there. The connection is already there. You just have to recognize the communication. You have to build up a vocabulary book with your guides. And that's what I do, right? I get the information that I channel from spirit. And then I also listen to music, which I wish I could share with you, but I cannot. And then I get information from the music, and then I'm drawn to do certain things. And it's all about listening to everything that's happening in your body. Feel it all. Okay. So for those of you just joining, my name is Marcy, and I just described what it is that I do. So let's get started. The first thing that I have, the first channeling that I have is I am here on earth to be of help. That's how it started. But that's how a prayer that I say starts, that I start every channeling with. And it's, I am here on earth to be of help, acting from a truthful heart. I am here to represent the Holy Spirit who sent me. I need not concern myself with what I do or say because the Holy Spirit guides me. I am happy to be wherever He wishes me to be, for I know that He walks with me. I become healed as He teaches me to heal. And I just love everything about that. It just hits so home with me. So that's what they started off. So I'm assuming that they want me to tell you that poem. Okay. Helping. You are often. It is not realized the good that you do. You help more than you know. Some are made for greater, more sweeping acts of help, others more subtle. Both are equally as important. You are enough. You are doing enough. Always be love. Love to you all. Sometimes it's hard for me to read these things because they do work in a different cadence often, the way it comes across to me. And so it's kind of hard. I'm a very rhythmic person. Things things need to kind of just flow and flow and flow. And it's hard to not stumble when you feel like that all the time. I hope that made sense. Oftentimes the things that I say, they go like through my head, out my mouth, and I forget them. Part of it is age, and part of it is, I guess, kind of a doubt. Kind of when things, you like to things roll, okay, everything's going good, everything's going good. And then all of a sudden there's a glitch. Glitches really hit me hard. That's why it's very hard for me to follow. They really want me to stress the importance of this. If somebody puts something in front of you, if something, did you hear my bells going off on my clock? When stuff like that happens during a reading, it's part of the reading. It's saying, pay attention to this. This is what I mean by you have to really watch and feel and just observe everything. They had me pick up this book for some reason, which is, it's my guide. Not sure why they have me pick it up, but this book, I highly recommend it. It's, well, they have a lot of rhymes in it, right? The cards have rhymes, they have poems with them. And again, I'm very poetic. I go in rhythmic. My book, Terwilliger's Adventure, which is up there somewhere, is a rhyming story. So available on Amazon, by the way. Just have to throw out that plug. But they're saying something more about guides. It's not this guide specifically, although they did want me to show that. I don't know why I do this too all the time. My hands are always moving. They're saying you don't need a guide. You don't need to believe that you have guides on the other side. You don't need to believe. You just know. Know you have people on the other side. And again, these are my beliefs. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, just leave it at the door. I believe that before we come to Earth, we get in a huddle, right? Me and my buds, me and my angels, me and my guides, and we're saying, all right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do this here. You're going to come in here. It's kind of like a football game. It's a huddle. And then I believe that we also choose the spiritual side of things, not just the earthly things, but the spiritual things. How much information am I going to take in? what is the degree of how strong my abilities are going to be or whatnot. The reason that I believe this is because this is exactly what I would do here. If I was going to do something, if I was going to take something on, I'm going to have a plan. I'm going to have a backup plan. I might even have a third plan after that. And I'm going to bring my group because we are all in this together. And that is the feeling that I have. That resonates with me on a deeper level. And I guess that's where you feel where you are. Some people question, like, how do I know what my real self is, my authentic self? It's all about listening, about right behind the heart. They were bringing me in a different direction earlier, and I'm trying to remember what it was that they were saying. What they were wanting me to say before, they just gave it back to me is, and again, this is my belief. I believe that with those abilities that we're choosing, when they come in, when will I recognize them, and all of those things, I also believe how it comes in. Is it a group? Does it feel like a collective? Does it feel like a group? Does it just feel like something? Or is it just spirit? Or is it spirit easing you into that connection with spirit? And that's what spirit does, right? Spirit shifts for what we need, each of us individually, but all of us at the same time, all of us within the collective. I'm sorry, they're really having me go on this today. But they are telling me to start thinking about putting my thing is. But I guess the whole point of that is it's different for everybody. And you just have to recognize it. But you'll figure it out. If you want to figure it out, you'll figure it out. Life isn't as hard as we make it out to be sometimes. Sometimes the physical side of things gets a little nuts, but we can deal. Again, I wish I could. I use Spotify for this, and I just have my like songs, so songs just pop up. And I am a little eclectic when it comes to music, so you never know what you're going to get. I wish I could share this music, but that would be copyright infringement. So this is how we do it. One moment, please. The first song that they have is Dolly Parton and the Zac Brown Band singing together, and it's called Butterfly. You've just got to believe you can fly. That's what they're telling you. You just have to know that we have these abilities. Just know any moment you could be yourself. They just keep saying it's about what you believe. It's what you believe. I've never heard this song before, actually. That's weird how it's in my liked. I have a great, great respect for Dolly Parton. She's just a beautiful angel on earth. She is such a good woman. Her faith is so strong. And in a moment, you will free yourself, breaking out of the darkness. And that's what it is, right? The light bulb goes off. Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful song. I'm so glad that found its way on my Spotify. Again, the Zac Brown Band. I never even really heard them, but it's funny because this picture that they're showing, this video that they're showing with this song has aliens. This song is called Love and Fear. No, I guess that's the name of the album. It's coming out in 2025, and this is called I Ain't Worried About It. Earlier today, I did a quick poll on my cards. I did a short video, and that video talked about a sense of humor. And that's really where spirit wants us to be. And I know I have said this before, but this is very, very important. A lot of people feel right now that they can't be happy because of everything that's going on in the world. And I understand that. But it is so important that we hold that space of love and that we celebrate the moments we can. Even if it's a small win, we have to celebrate those moments. That gratitude is what brings forth more things to be grateful for. The energy that that is bringing out is going to hold us together. I have no idea where this music is coming from. No, it's telling me to enjoy the next 30 minutes of uninterrupted listening, but I'm going to tell you something. It's never 30 minutes of uninterrupted listening. Okay, here comes my AJR, the world's smallest violin. It's about how he feels like he feels so bad about complaining about things. He talks about his grandfather who fought fires, and he's just like, he had complained to my therapist, right? He's like, I don't have much to complain about. Still release those things that you feel there's a reason why you're feeling that way, and just release that so that your energy can lift. While they're really pushing the energy today. Yes, we are, is what I heard. But I still need to be heard, is what they're saying. Again, this group, it's just, their songs are just so beautiful. Really check them out. They're wanting me to light my candle, which means they're going to have me pick up the cards soon. So let me bring you to the table. I've got so much left to prove. I don't have anything to prove. Who are you going to prove it to? You don't believe it yourself. Purple is a thing today, too. I'm wearing my purple shirt. They want me to grab this deck, which is wrapped in a purple scarf. Oh, here's the card about sewing things up, right? Wasn't that in last week's video? Sewing things up. You know, sometimes you make a mistake. You're sewing and you're sewing, or you're crocheting and you're crocheting and crocheting. And then all of a sudden you realize you made a mistake and you have to unravel things. That's what's happening right now. Things are being unraveled. We're pulling things apart so we can see where that mistake was. That's what's happening right now. This man's voice, I believe his name is Jack from AJR. He's the front man. His voice is like listening to a bedtime story. It just comforts me. This song is my jam, No Matter What by Badfinger. I remember hearing this as a kid of like 6 or 7 and just loving this song. Again, it's got a happy little beat to it. No matter what you do, I'll always be around. That's what they're saying. They'll always be around because they're already part of you. Don't ever question that you're alone because you can't be. Nothing to see. Nothing to see here. It's all okay. It's going to be all right. Oops, throwing cards. The first card, there's a couple cards here, so let's have a look at them. The Four of Pentacles. This deck is just so beautiful. Every picture of every woman in this deck and every man in this deck is strength. You can see the strength, and we're so much stronger as a collective. It's a beautiful deck. It's the Light Seer's Tarot. But this is the Four of Pentacles, and it's about security, and she's holding on to something here. She's holding on. And we're doing that too. That's what's keeping this, that's what's taking so long here is we're still holding on to the past and we just need to release that. We have to start fresh. We're burning everything down to pick it up so we can rebuild it. It needs to be done. It's all good. Look at that. Look, Six of Swords here, right? Oh, there are my crows again. It's leading us into better waters. It's leading us to a better place. Knight of Wands, we have to have the passion and we have to work together as a team for this. Knight of Wands, that's the passion, that's the love moving it forward. Look at the joy on this woman's face. Pure joy. And that's what we were saying earlier, right? The joy. You have to hold that space of joy. Be joyous as much as you can. Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles to me is a card of procrastination. This one there, at least there's movement in it, but the Knight of Pentacles is a knight that normally stands still. There is movement here. It's slow, and they understand that. They understand it's slow coming. And again, this is on a worldly level. This is on a personal level. This is however it fits you. I just heard Joyce. I don't know if it kind of felt like it was somebody on the other side saying, I'm Joyce. It's Joyce. But what's in the word Joyce? Joy, right? The mamas and the papas. California dreaming. This group has a very sad history. There was a lot that went on in that group. And like any group, any real writers, they write about things that are happening in their lives. These people had to get up every single day and pour out the most painful part of their lives to the world. They had to sing this on TV or at the concert because it was such a hit. But it was a song about two people in the group leaving each other. Yeah, she looks a little bit forlorn, doesn't she? The Six of Cups. She's remembering the past. They're showing me something here. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, those are the cups. But again, remember earlier I showed you the sewing things up, and it looks like there's thread attached to a needle. That woman in the I hope it comes up again because I don't have it here. But this is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. It's a card of sorrow. It is, and that's what we're going through right now is that sorrow. Joyce. I just heard Joyce again. There's a certain amount of comfort in this card, but it's about letting go and about moving on. It's about rebuilding who you are. The stoplight, yeah. Well, don't wait for stop or go. Just go. Not literally. Not if you're really in the worldly traffic light, of course. But Three of Pentacles. These people are working together to get this light. Oh, okay. They're pointing out the fact that it's a light. We're all working together as a collective with the collective. We are working together as the collective with the collective because they're part of the collective as well, are they not? We're building things up, we're changing things. They had me go here to the high priestess. Those things being revealed that you don't know about. There's a lot of trust and belief and faith in this. The Two of Pentacles reorganizing, the Two of Pentacles reversed, reorganizing, we're reorganizing things. They're taking this Eight of Cups, showing me that. And the Eight of Cups is us walking away. It's walking onto a spiritual journey. Leave what's behind us, and moving in, followed by the Six of Wands, success, success. Look at that. Five of Pentacles reversed. That to me is coming out of a sad situation. Here's the sad situation. She doesn't realize that she has the key to get in, right? Let me show that to you again. See the key in the corner? And then we have the lock right here, and the light is shining right on the key, right? We're showing you. We're sending you signs. We're sending you information. You're not seeing it. This is the way in. Things are going to be easier to see. And they want me to shuffle. And they only have me working with half of this deck here. It's just very, very strange. The other half is over here. Okay, they're telling me to take this card now. All right. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is the king of love. It's compassion. It's really a beautiful intelligence. It often represents teachers. I just heard history teacher. So there's a history teacher out there. Thank you very much for teaching history. Again, history is about the past. It's wanting us to let go of the past. We're going to be letting go in the past and moving into something new. And as I say that, the proclaimers are on, right? And that's kind of a biblical thing, isn't it? Proclaim, the word proclaim. And it's called, it's that 500 Mile song, but it's called I'm Gonna Be. Again, two brothers, beautiful harmony. But it's a song of I love you. I love you so much that I would walk 500 miles. I'd walk 1,000 miles just to fall down at your door. It's worship. I'm working hard for you. They're not letting me go in. They're not letting me shuffle in. So they want me to cut the deck. That usually means that they want me to do a Celtic cross, and that's what it feels like. So that's where we're going. The Two of Pentacles. We had that earlier, right? The Two of Pentacles. It's about reorganizing. So that's what they want to talk about. They want to talk about this reorganization of your life, of life on a higher level. The Lovers, decisions. This is about making a decision. Major Arcana in the second part of this, any major arcana that shows up right in here, and arcana just means mysteries. But to me, the major arcana is more magical. It's more of a spiritual thing. Again, that's just how I read. Okay, working together. There's the poem that goes along with the Five of Wands upside down. So this is what they're saying we need to do. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about the challenge of making that decision. And this is the card they're telling us what to do. They're bringing me to the poem, and I've been having trouble with the poems lately, so I'm looking up my guides. The Five of Wands reverse. I wanted to get this right. I knew it had something to do with this, but it says new vibrations of peace and love. Feel well blessed from heaven above. So they're saying it's going to be okay. This is bringing about the new vibrations. This is bringing about the new love that's coming in. This more of an altruistic love. I can remember the first time I ever heard the word altruistic love. And I was a freshman in high school, and it was Mr. Koknowitz. And what an incredible man he was. He was a summer, during the summer, he worked on the police force, our local police force. Really great teacher. He taught health. And he spoke about altruistic love. He was a very kind, very loving man. Beautiful family. Marshall Crenshaw's coming on. Someday, some way. We're gonna get there. Because there's a lot of anxiety around this, right? Of all the crazy things that's happening. Don't worry about it, it's coming. This is a position of the past. So we have, oh, there she is again. That strength, the Four of Pentacles, security. We felt more secure in the past. But what they're saying is that it was a false security. It was a false security, and they want They're going to throw another card at me to clarify that, or that's why they're having me pick up. Yep, they want me to cut the deck. Okay. One off the top. Oh, and that one. Okay. Well, I guess it's one off the top, one off the bottom. Again, security. We felt secure in the past. Six of Pentacles. Things seemed to be working right. Things were balanced. Again, these are in the past position. The King of Wands, the smart decisions upside down, things being upside down. I mean, they're referring to leadership here. They just showed me some political leaders. At the top of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. This is what's coming, right? The Nine of Pentacles. Things are going to balance out. We're going to help each other because the Nine of Pentacles, for me, is having enough and having some for others. It's about sharing. It's about providing for people who need it. And that's what we're moving towards. This is going to fix things. It's going to take a while, no lie. I mean, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a few years, but we're going to start feeling it. We'll start feeling it soon. We'll start seeing, oh my God, look. Okay, first of all, this is the position of, I've had it happen when I predict what's here. I've had it happen the next day. I've had it happen like a year later. But usually something here happens within, I don't know, 2 to 3 months. This is the Three of Swords reversed, the heartbreak ending, the separation ending. There's a commercial about interfaith on right now. It's a series that they're advertising. I have no idea. Nobody Wants This is the name of the series. How appropriate is that? Nobody wants what we're going through, but we're going through it. This is the World card, the end of an old cycle, beginning of the new. And this is how you see things. This is how you see things personally, on a personal level. Whatever this is that's happening, we are all going through the old and the new, and it is going to ripple down. There are certain feelings, energies that are going to be rippling down from that. So it's going to affect people in different ways. But we're all going through some stuff right now because we're all feeling the heaviness of the energy that's in the air. It feels like a battle. I mean, how many of us, I hear all the time, I'm exhausted, I'm exhausted. First of all, try not to say I am exhausted because that's what you are declaring, and you don't want to be exhausted. So stop that, please. Guilty here as well, but don't do that. This card here, whenever I have like a major arcana right away in the start of the deck or somewhere, see how it's pointing like right to the spot. This is the spot of how people around you see you, but it's also when it's that close to a major arcana, or if it is a major arcana itself, is also the spiritual side saying it. And this is the Ace of Wands. This is fresh new starts, new ideas, new feelings coming about. People see you as changing things. People recognize your ability to change things, to make change happen. Again, Joyce, Larry, I heard too. AJR, The Good Part is the song that's coming on right now. I'm looking forward to being important, but I'm not important yet. What did they say? What did they say during the channeling? Right? Um, Others, you help more than you know. Some are made for greater, more sweeping acts of help, others more subtle. And it's also about, am I going to make it? Can we skip to the good part? No, you can't skip to the good part. You've got to get everything. This is a growth for everybody. This is a changing event for everyone. This is a very important time. New ideas, new ways of living, new things coming about. We know what we want. We just have to ask for it now and know that we're not even ask, just say, this is how it's going to be. It didn't feel so great. If you put this scene on a movie screen, is it called a happy end? So they're looking for what we're doing, right? They're looking for information, hope. They're looking for hope. They're something telling me that I'm going to make it. It doesn't matter if you make it or not. No, it's you are going to make it. If you perceive yourself as making it, you will make it. It's all about perception. This is the position of hopes and fears, right? fears of things going down, things going down. And this is the Page of Cups, surprises. It's like what's coming up? What is coming up that, we're both hopeful for what's coming up and fearful of what's coming up is at the same time. Whatever you're fearful of, first of all, is never as bad as what you imagine, but fearful is not the place to go. Go with the hope. Hold on to that feeling of hope. Give hope to others just through loving acts. Loving acts means so much right now. Even the smallest little gesture, just a smile, I'm like, I'm kind of known in my grocery store because I talk to everybody. I have all sorts of special people that I watch, that I keep, like, I know about their lives, and they always ask me, how are you doing? How are your dogs? It's like a group of friends. It's that community. The strangers, the friends among the strangers. King of the World is playing now, Young Rising Suns. Again, very, very hopeful music. King of the World will be kings of the world. That's what they're telling us. We have the Queen of Swords. There are new ideas, there's new information coming in. There are legal things that are happening that are going to bring things about. Now they want me to go to this deck. Okay, they're having me switch decks. They want, is this right? Is this right? Okay. My Labradorables. They want my Labradorable deck. Thank you, Alan, for this deck. It's one of my very, very favorites. This was sent by a friend. He's a very incredible person, a very giving person. He even plays Santa Claus. He's a wonderful man. I love you, Alan. Again, want me to cut the deck? So we're going to cut the deck. And what I do here is I normally pull out 3 cards anyway. They want me to cut the deck here and take 3 off the top. Usually when they have me use a new deck, it's because some of the same cards are going to come up in this deck that are already out here. And that kind of validates things. They're like, yeah. But otherwise, it's the energy of the deck that they're telling us that they want us to have. And this is a Labradorable deck, for crying out loud, right? How can you not love anything that's Labradorable? They're gorgeous. They're cute little puppies. All right, so we have the Two of Swords reversed. Remember when we had the Lovers here? That's a decision. This is a decision being made. This is a crossroads. But this particular deck, the feeling of this deck is happiness, it's love, it's joy, it's pure joy. The second card is the Six of Pentacles reversed. Okay, they wanted me to read the poem on this, and again, I've been having trouble with the poems lately. The Six of Pentacles reversed is not satisfied with your share. Disappointment seems unfair. Right. So they're saying this is where we are right now, right? We're not happy with what's going on. We're feeling the disappointment. They want me to take the one off of the bottom and the one off the top, but the bottom first. Okay, thank you. Um, Knight of Wands, the passion, having that passion, moving that forward. Again with the poems. Yeah, this is what it says. Eyes of blue, hair red and fair. Indecision in the air. Things haven't been decided. Things are being decided. You've made the decision. Remember, they talked about a decision earlier, I believe. This is a time to make a decision. Some people are still on the fence. And the reason some people are on the fence is because they're afraid to admit. They're afraid to admit. They're afraid of how we're going to respond because they're thinking that we're going to respond the way that they respond. We don't. That's not who we are. Again, love. I understand. The simplest words in the world, right? I understand. It's okay, you know. The group Chicago, right? What's happening in Chicago right now? Saturday in the Park. That Saturday in the Park is, you've heard the song from Chicago, you can feel it. It's very laid back, just checking things out, just enjoying the people around me. The 4th of July celebration, right? Celebration of independence. Page of Wands reversed. The Page of Wands is about information. Once again, had to go to my guide because they wanted the poem. Eyes of blue, hair red and fair. And again, doesn't have to be a red-haired person. It could be a fair-haired person. Might not be about a person at all. This is the important thing. Information will soon be there. This information's coming quickly that's going to turn things around. There is information coming that is going to turn things around. Now they're throwing the cards at me. The Hermit, the new spiritual journey that's starting. You are the light. You are leading your way. You are leading the way. And look what it is, to a comfy home, a comfy environment, to that peace. Ace of Wands. Remember I said we had the Ace of Wands earlier, right? The Ace of Wands is right here. Remember? I told you they use this deck oftentimes to talk about, to bring attention to the fact that this card came out twice. The Ace of Wands, new beginnings, new ideas, new passion. Look at the love. These guys are just jumping around having a grand old time here. This is also about fertility. Don't get me started with this card. But fertility, it's about things taking root, things growing, right? Things are changing, things are already in the air. This is already happening. The Nine of Cups, we had this last week. Wish fulfillment, getting what you want, wish fulfillment. And the High Priestess, when things are revealed. This is also a card about balance, too. They're ready for me to wrap this up and to get my personal deck out. This is a deck that I was inspired to make. So I end every reading with this particular deck and the Archangel Michael deck that's going to come up after this. But they want me to go here first. They want me to pay attention to what is on the bottom. Ah, Hafizi. I am happy even before I have the reason. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. The reason's coming. You're going to see the reason. The grassroots. That's where it's starting, right? That's the grassroots are playing, and it's live for today. Isn't that what we were talking about earlier? Enjoy today. Enjoy the now. It's okay for bad things to be happening, and you can still enjoy life. Live for the day. Live for today. Live for today. And don't worry about tomorrow. Those are the words. We were never meant to worry. And we're not, because we're just supposed to know and trust. Why would you worry? Worry does nothing. Have pleasure while we can. Take the most from living. Have pleasure while we can. You are a healer is here. You are a healer. We are all healers. We heal just with a smile. We heal with that little bit of love. You never know what that one little smile can do for somebody. It happened to me the other day. I was feeling really down. I was on my way to work. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, well, I had to be at work by 8 o'clock in the morning, and I had to stop and get gas. And I had asked for just some sign that everything was going to be all right, that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, that I'm where I'm supposed to be. And I was filling my tank and I put my head down on my car. And the woman next to me said, "Are you just going into work or just coming out?" And I said, "I'm just going in." And I said, "And I'm just not in a good place." And she said to me, she asked me what I did, and I told her that I work with emergency foster placement. And she said the sweetest words about what I was doing and how it changes things without me knowing it. And it was something I really needed to hear. And I'm going to stop talking about this or I'm going to stop crying. So let me go on. Tears of joy. Tears of joy are coming. Relate to your greatness, not to your weakness. We all have things that we don't like. I don't know why we keep reviewing those things that we don't like over and over and over again. Concentrate on the things you do like about yourself. Concentrate on the good that you've done. Everything is in the past anyway. But if you hold on to that feeling of good, it brings about more good, right? Karma is a mirror. You get what you reflect. This card here, forgiveness heals the forgiver. Forgive yourself for crying out loud. Let go of that. It's amazing that that card came up right now, isn't it? Spirit is so cool. Let go of what others think of you. That's getting to your authentic self. You can't be concerned with what other people are going to think about you. I mean, always go with kindness, always go with love. You don't need to worry about what other people think of you. Not everybody's going to like you. Not that there's anything wrong with you. It's just, different people, different energies. My boys. Queen. Freddie is my guy. You have more control than you think. This song is Under Pressure, is the name of the song. But what happens, they're showing me a piece of coal. What happens? It's funny, my husband found a piece of coal in our yard the other day. It was a big piece of coal. And all I kept thinking of is, boy, that would be an incredible diamond in a million years if we kept it underground under pressure. And that's what we're doing, right? We're producing this beautiful diamond. We're going to be changing this beautiful diamond from the pressure that we're under. You have more control than you think. You have more control than you think. Because if we believe, not even believe, if we know, because to me, the word believe still kind of has a little bit of doubt in it. It's like, believe it'll happen, know it's going to happen. Know that this change is coming about. Know that we are going to be fine. We might be going through some tough times. We might be like, certain ones of us. I don't want you to think that everything's going to be hell on earth. It's not like that at all. There are pockets of pain. There are pockets of things that are happening. Again, my belief is that we have a say in our lives. What was I saying? It'll come back to me. Oh, more control than you think. It's the knowing that things are going to be fine. And yes, again, there are going to be little pockets of things, but I believe that we choose the experiences that we're going to have before we get here. That's not to say that we have no control over our lives. It's just that I believe that we choose to have certain experiences. They're really drawing me to the rose quartz, which is love, right? And look at that big, huge piece of love. This little rock here, it's just a little quartz. I found it on so I wanted this, I was thinking that I would love to have this attached. And I don't know if you saw it, but it just fell in and I had to pull it out and and now it's sticking a little bit because of the wax. But the reason this stone is so special to me is because I found it when I was with my mom and my sister down at the canal. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. There were sailboats going through, and then I got a friend from and then I got a call from my good friend John Davis from Awakening Spirit, formerly of the John of New channel. They do want me to shuffle again. Danny's song from Anne Murray. This is a song. It's a beautiful song. She had such a lovely voice. He will be like him and me. They're talking about a baby that they're due to have. He will be like him and me. They're pointing that out because this is all of us together. Again, we are all building this together. It's the collective that's coming together to birth something beautiful. Everything will bring a chain of love, is the song, the words that just came across. In the morning when I rise, it brings a tear of joy to my eyes. There's the tears again. Tears of joy. There will be tears of joy. Cut the deck. They want me to cut the deck. Usually they don't have me cut the deck with this. Learn who you are and what you believe. Then you can trust yourself without depending on the opinion of others. Remember earlier I said that, and this is from the Gilded Tarot Royale, and it came off of the Hermit card, which is a spiritual journey, right? But we were talking about this earlier about believing. You really have to trust your instincts, trust that you're getting information, connect with spirit on your own. They want one right off the top of the deck. Try one more time. Okay. All right. For those of you like, I've tried to, meditate. I've tried to do this. I've tried to do that. Stop saying tried. First of all, stop saying you're trying. Know that you are already doing it. Just pay attention. If you're talking about meditation, do what my great friend John Davis says, and just take a deep breath and just sit in that place of everything's gone. All the bad is gone. I'm just here in the good, just sitting in that love and listen. Don't try to listen though. Just let your mind be free. Just swim in the love. They're having me pull from like right here in the middle. That's kind of a weird thing that they don't always do stuff like that. You are not crazy. I feel that's specific for someone who's like, am I crazy believing this stuff? No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. And some of the experiences that you have, you might go, holy crap, if I ever told somebody this, they think I was crazy. I cannot tell you the amount of times I say that in a week. You're not crazy. They want one more here, and then we go into Michael. Bees don't waste their time explaining to flies that honey is better than dung. Yeah, they're having me shut off the music now. My dogs are barking right now. You can probably hear them. This is part of the reading as well. They're talking about here, there are people out there that are shouting their beliefs and saying their beliefs about things and being very, very ugly in their behavior. Don't waste your time trying to say things to them to make them change their minds. Do it through example. All you can do is do it through example. Just be the love. Show them the love. They'll notice it. We can't force things. We can't force things on people. First of all, a lot of people are going to have a lot of difficult time dealing with the things that they've been saying and spewing. They're going to see that it was hateful and hurtful, they're saying. My strings just became detached. Things are going to feel like that. Things have to be detached for you to get them in a better place. Be detached as well. Be detached from the situation, not from the love, but be detached from the situation. Don't let your emotions go crazy. Don't go into the fear. We're holding things together. Now let's take out Michael. This is a good time for Michael. Archangel Michael likes to throw cards out at me. And I love that. It's like he's so powerful. It just shoots right out. I can't contain it anymore. I can't contain it anymore. That type of energy. I have to let this. Okay, this one's doing a funny thing, so that's going down. It's kind of like I'm not throwing them out just because you said I always do. Okay, and these two. All right, he's doing it this way instead of throwing out. It's things coming into my hands that were important. He wants me to take this one too. It's things that come into your hand that you can deal with. It's about doing things in a different way. We need to be doing things in a different way. Thank you. The first card that came out was Archangel. I'm sorry, ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. If you're feeling fearful or anything, call on Michael. Just help me out of this attitude, help me to feel at peace. Work on things. He's there. Uh, he's saying at your service, right? Isn't that what this is saying? At your service. I am here at your service. Write about thoughts and feelings. That's a good way to get that fear out of yourself is to journal. We encourage that with the kids that I work with, for them to write their feelings down, to get them out of their head. So it gives them a feeling of being heard without them having to be heard when they're not ready to be heard yet. We don't look at those journals. That's for them. That's their healing. There's going to be healing. There's going to be a lot of healing. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Things couldn't go on the way they have been going on for these years. We need to turn things around, and that's why everything is happening right now. You're on the right path. We are on the right path, and you're always on the right path. The experiences that you ask for are going to show up in one form or another at one time or another. They want me to take one off of the top of the deck here. Spend more times outside, spend more time outdoors. That helps you. That helps you to feel at peace. That helps you to connect with this earth, which we are not. I mean, the earth needs healing too. There is a lot of craziness that's going on right now with, the weather and everything. And it's because things are changing and the earth can use our support as well. And as we should. I mean, again, we work as a collective. That includes everything. And the final card, you and your loved ones are safe. We've got you. That's my favorite thing to say. We've got you. Don't worry about it. We're here. Nothing to worry about. Well, that's what I have for you today. Thank you again so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Much love, my friends. Bye-bye.